What do you most love about the environment?
Animals.
The atmosphere.
Our native forests.
Trees.
The way I really feel like I can connect with the land that we inhabit.
I love our trees.
Clean waterways and forests.
Be able to see all the native animals.
Makes me feel calm.
Your thoughts on our environment's future?
It's pretty much ruined unless we radically change the way we obtain our energy.
We use too much and we don't take care of what we have.
Our population size and consumerism is putting a lot of stress on our environment.
We're using all of our resources.
We are overusing and polluting.
If we continue the way we are, we will destroy this planet.
If we don't do something to change it, it's going to get worse and worse.
Saving water in the home.
Stop dripping taps.
Drinking water when you need it and not just tipping it down the sink.
A bucket in your shower, use that water to water your garden.
Water plants at smart hours of the day.
Taking 4-minute showers.
Putting the dishwasher on fully stacked. Same with the washing machine, so you're getting the most done with the least amount of water.
Let's talk food. How can we reduce food waste?
You can get yourself a wormery, you can have a compost bin, you can get chooks.
Compost. Simple.
Be mindful of the use-by dates when opening up a new item.
Get your own compost bin, put it in your backyard, or if you live in like an apartment block, team up with the people around you.
Eat leftovers.
You can put them into a compost bin.
You can shop wisely and thereby reduce the amount of food that could be wasted.
Why? So they don't rot in landfill, producing methane gas. The structure of our society's waste disposal processes are such that as soon as we put our bins on our curbs, what happens to that waste and how long it takes to break down is no longer our issue. Nevertheless, it remains our responsibility.
Does consuming less meat make a difference?
Yes.
Yes, as meat production is a lot more land intensive than any grain or cereal products.
Probably it can, because we eat a lot of meat. To create the meat, there's a lot of impact on the environment, so it's still going to get your eye, but having less, it's going to mean that there's sort of less impact on the environment to actually create it.
Fish farms impact the waterways because they're a man-imposed situation and they change the balance of nature.
If everyone has a few less meat meals a week, that's a large amount of meat that is no longer required.
It definitely can, because you can see the change from just a generation. My parents didn't even used to eat meat every night. It was like once a week sort of thing. Not eating as much meat, not being so obsessed with it is actually, I think, beneficial also for our health.
Overfishing our seas is damaging the health of our oceans.
The journey from farm to plate uses many resources.
Meat production is a strain on our environment. Alternative food sources, even such as caterpillars, are more environmentally friendly, provide greater nutritional value, and place less strain on our limited resources.
Predict the future for renewable energies.
We either will run out of coal or we'll get sick of the pollution and people will use renewable energies, but the government needs to support it with rebates.
To sustain future generations rather than just us right now.
A positive future would be to use renewable sources according to political will.
Some really good ideas out there.
Less pollution.
There has to be a lot of government and community focus to replace coal power services with wind turbines and solar energy.
Why are they so great?
They save on power, they save on cost, they help with the environment.
They reduce our carbon output, they're a lot more economically sustainable, and they don't rely on huge coal mines.
Developing renewable energies will generate more jobs. Renewable energies are a part of our sustainable future.
Do we as a culture dispose and replace items too quickly without need?
We're encouraged to seek new and better all the time. 50 years ago, reusing anything in the household was seen as a good thing.
We've definitely become a throwaway society.
We are far too superficial.
The longevity of the product isn't there and we're expected to be purchasing over and over again.
Definitely, it's always about the new thing coming out tomorrow. Up shops are a good thing. Always donate.
We tend to use things and dispose off of them without actually thinking if they could have a second purpose.
We just live in a concrete or a brick or a timber jungle without realising that we're actually part of nature and part of the environment.
You know any local endangered animals?
The helmeted honeyeater are a small little honeyeater species that are endemic to Victoria. Now there's only about 130 of these birds in the world. We're not going to look after them as locals. Who's going to look after them?
How can we help our local endangered animals?
By buying sustainable products, and we can actually plant in our garden trees and bushes that attract and sustain the environment.
Get indigenous plants.
Be educated on how to maintain our environment.
Looking after our waterways.
Keep your cats indoors overnight.
Consciousness raising.
Recycling soft plastics.
Save your bread bags, pasta packets, chip bags, plastic wrap, bubble wrap, and all soft plastics easily scrunchable from landfill. Soft plastics can be recycled at your local supermarket, so they can be transformed into playground equipment, park benches, and other sustainable products, which benefit the community.
Whose responsibility is it to care for our environment?
Everyone's.
Yours.
Us.
Everyone, not just one person.
Everyone's plain and simple.
Everybody. Everyone has to do their part.
Everybody's.
All of ours. We can't just leave it up to one person.
Everyone's responsibility. It's the world we live in. I want the next generation to be able to appreciate the beautiful landscape we're in.
Because it's our future.